graders, and welcome to lesson 96 on functions and graphing functions. So a function is a rule that we can apply that will give us one output for every input. So output has the word out in it. That's what it's going to spit out at the end. And input has the word in it. That's what we're going to put in to apply the rule to. This little picture here is called a function machine, and it can help us kind of remember what a function is and what it does. Okay, so picture that this is the machine part, and that's where your rule would be located. Okay, a rule can be something like y equals 3x, or y equals x plus 2, or x minus 3, or 2x minus 3. So that will go inside right here. And then the top is where we drop numbers into it. So for example, let's say that this was I'm going to try to pick, let's say that 4x was our rule. So if I drop in a 1 into the machine, it's going to apply the rule. It's going to do 4 times 1, and then it's going to spit out a 4. If I were to drop in a 2, it'll go 4 times 2, and it'll spit out an 8. And no matter how many times I drop in a 2, it'll always spit out an 8 because it's applying the same rule. That's what a function is, okay? Now, what we do to organize this is we take all these input values and we put them over here in the left column of a chart. So whatever number we put in is going to go here. And then whatever it spits out would come out here. So in our example, if I put in a 1 into the rule, if the rule was 4x, then it would spit out a 4. If I dropped in a 2, it would spit out an 8. And now what's really cool about this is that these two things right here, this is your x and this is your y, and if you put a comma between them, you can see that they become an ordered pair. And we can plot them on a coordinate plane, and we're going to get a line for a linear function. So any type of, and right now in 5th and 6th grade, you will definitely only be seeing linear functions. So when I plotted these points, if I put all these terms the numbers would be down here and the y's would be up here. And as I plotted those points, I'm going to get a line that I can draw a line through. So this is graphing a linear function, okay? You just learned a lot of information. You're not expected to be experts on all of it, but we are going to dive deeper and you're going to really learn the basics of this, of how to do it. So here's an example. Okay, example A. Here, I even drew a function machine for you to kind of help you remember what's going to happen here. We've got a table with our x's and our y's, and we're going to spit some numbers into it and see what comes out. Okay, so let's start by spitting a 1 in. If I spit in a 1, it's going to do 2 times 1, and it's going to spit out a 2. If I spit in a 2, it's going to do 2 times 2, and it's going to spit out a 4. If I drop in a 3, it's going to do 2 times 3, and it's going to give me a 6. Okay? Sometimes in these, we will have a blank with an x here, and you would write, if I spit in an x, it's going to spit out the 2x, which is the rule. Okay, you try example B on your own. You can pick any numbers you want. It doesn't have to be 1, 2, and 3. It can be different numbers than that, but whatever numbers you choose, apply the rule and then write what comes out here. All right, let's look at page 2. So we can do this backwards too. To find a rule, look for a pattern of what is happening to the first column that makes it the second column. So the directions say find the rule and solve. So it means solve for your blank box here, put it in. So what can I do to 5 to get to 20? Well, I could multiply by 4, right? So it might be a rule of L times 4. So if I apply that rule to this one, if I do 10 times 4, what should I get? 40, right? Not 25. So that doesn't work. It can't be that rule. It doesn't work there either. So what else could I have done to get from 5 to 20? If I didn't multiply, maybe I added something. So maybe I added 20 minus 5 is 15. So maybe I did 4 plus L. Okay, so if I, oops, yikes, not 4, right over here, L plus 15. Because 4 plus L would not have given us 20 in the first place. So if I did L plus 15, then 10 plus 15 would be 20, 25. Hey, that works. 15 plus 15 is 30. Hey, that works. So my rule is that M equals L plus 15. My column M equals L, whatever's in here, plus 15. Now let's apply the rule and solve for 7. So 7 is my L, so 7 plus 15 is, good, 22. Okay, try D on your own. Write what the rule is and then solve for the box that's missing. Here's another one. So this one, it tells us our rule. It puts the rule right here in this second box. So X are these numbers, and the rule is 3 times whatever number we plug in for X minus 2. So 2 times 3 is 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 minus 2 is 7. 4 times 3, I'll write it out here so you can see what I'm doing. I got 3x minus 2. Now I'm going to plug in a 4 for x. So 3 times 4 is 12, minus 2 equals 10. So my 10 is going to go in there. All right, there's one left. I want you to do this one on your own. So follow the same steps I just did up here. Take these numbers, plug them in for x, solve, and write what they are right there. Go ahead and get to work.